How's it going? Dave from Comic Book Investments. So, got in another box of CGC. And today we are going to open it with this special car key. Getting the cardboard in as usual. So, no crack cases it seems. Looking through this thing. Ooh, we got some good stuff in here. I'm looking through the invoice. Yeah, some pretty cool stuff. I wonder if it tells me when I sent this. Okay, so we sent this back in February. So that gives, a lot of people always ask me, it's like, oh, when did you send your stuff that you're getting back? This stuff we sent in February, and it looks like they received it in March. And so, yeah, that's how long it's taken to get back. Yeah, so let's go through this. Okay, we got some good stuff. I also got this sheet here that was all my grade predictions. So you can kind of see what it got and what it actually got versus what I thought it would get. All right, here we go. First up, Avengers 104. I thought this would get a 9.6. Came back a 9.4. Not bad, though. I think it has to do with this. There's some fading up here. I thought it was probably more of like ink, but I think they downgraded for that. Okay, next up we got Batman 155 in a 5.0. I thought this would come back a 4.5 to a 5.0, so pretty happy with this one. First Silver Age Penguin. Obviously, they're getting really, really hot right now because the Penguin is in the new Batman movie. All right. Next, we got Batman Beyond. And this one I thought was going to come back a 9.6. So, not good. Not good. But, oh well. I'll relook at it and see again if it's worth submitting. I might have missed something. All right. Then we got Captain America 117. This one I thought would come back. Came back a 7.0. Man, I thought this would come back an 8.0. Not really working out this batch right here. This is the first time I'm seeing them, by the way. So I'm looking at them same as you. Next we got another Captain America 117. This is an 8.5. So interesting enough about this one, the last one I thought was 8.0, came back at 7.0. This one, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. We submitted this one. We thought it was going to be an 8.0. It came back a 7.5. And I said, no, it's worth resubmitting, so let's resubmit it. Came back an 8.5. Let that sink in. All right? Let that sink in. This was, originally I graded an 8.0. Sent it in. Came back a 7.5. CGC. We resubmitted it. Same book. Came back an 8.5. That's what I'm telling you. It's with grading, it's so subjective who you get at the time, and it's just, yeah, it's just all over the place. So if this one worked out, it's pretty much a gamble. Like, I'm pretty sure if I sent all the ones over here and the ones I got in, if they didn't come back a good grade and I thought they were different, they come back all different grades, right? It's usually like within this little range, right? So yeah, that worked out. That's good, right? All right. Before I continue, though, now that I have your attention, if you haven't subscribed already, please think about subscribing. If you like my content, you like me, you like my channel, it really helps me out with the channel and the algorithm, all that kind of stuff. It'd be great if you did. If you hate me and my channel, or you don't think I've earned it yet, then you don't need to subscribe. All right, moving on. All right, we got a Daredevil 4 in a 6.5. I thought this would come back as a 6.0. So, yay. Also, if you look at the top here, I don't know if I can get that in. Signed by none other than Stan Lee. So, that's cool. Where was it signed? First page? Yep, first page. All right, moving on. So, got a good grade on that book. Next, we got Daredevil, number 5, in a 7.5. And I thought this would come back to, yeah, I write all this stuff down. Everything, it's best to write everything down before you do. Thought I'd come back in NATO. Did not. Oh well. So a lot of these books, if you're wondering, like, well, is it worth resubmitting, like that Captain America 117? Next up, we got Dark Mysteries 20. It's worth resubmitting to. There's a bunch of factors you have to get into play. Number one, is it worth it to get the grade bump, right? Because you have to understand it costs money to get these cases, shipping, insurance, all that kind of stuff. So if you, let's say, like, let's see what this book. I thought this would come back a 4.0 to a 4.5. Came back a 4.0, right? I give usually either I give a spot on grade, or if it's I'm like, it could go either way, then I give it either way. So this came back where we thought. Well, but let's pretend this book came back a 4.0 and I thought it was a 4.5. Is this book worth resubmitting? So you check out what they go for in the grade bump, and then you go, okay, is it worth whatever is this going to cost? 50, 60, 70 bucks. I don't know what tier this is, to submit it. And then you have to add in that, and then you have to add in the risk of what if I send it out and it gets the same grade or worse again, and then I'm going to have to resubmit it again. So you have to play with all these factors if it's worth it. And also then you have to check yourself and go, okay, maybe I called this a 4.5, but maybe I'm wrong, right? So that's what you have to get into. So yeah. Next up, we got Detective Comics 99 and a 3.5. What did I think this was going to come back as? Ooh, I am way off. I thought it'd come back a 5.0. Well, I'll probably look at this one, see if it's worth resubmitting. Like I said, remember that Captain America? That was I graded an 8.0, got a 7.5. I said, let's resubmit it, got an 8.5. Crazy. Just insane. All right. Next, we got Fantastic Four 18. And I thought this, what the? All right, this will be definitely a resubmit. I must have missed something. I thought this would be 8.0 to 8.5. And it came back a 5.5. No way I saw, oh, never, not in a million years. Okay, must have wrote down that grade wrong. There's never in a million years I would, unless we sent a different book or something. Yeah, no, I'm looking this up right now, and this is exactly right. This is a 5.5 book. Maybe, probably got my guess written down wrong, I'm assuming. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah. There's no way this is 8.0, 8.5. There's like a process of when these grades, they go through many different hands. So, I'll grade them, but then I just write the grade down, and then someone actually inputs all the grades. So there could be maybe, the person that was inputting them, maybe I wrote down a 5.0 to 8.5, and then they just accidentally put 8.0 to 8.5. It happens. Mistakes happen. So, yeah, but I'm looking at this book. It's definitely 8.5. Let's see what we got up next. We got a Fantastic Four 78 and a 9.4. Yeah, that's what I thought it'd come back as. All right, cool. That's good. Now, if you're thinking like, oh, I should just any grade I disagree with, I should resubmit, right? No. You have to have like a lot of like being able to judge and all that kind of stuff. It's not a guarantee. I've had books where they gave it a bad grade. I resubmit it. Let's say I thought a book was like an 8.5 or a 9.0, and I send it in and it comes back, a 7.5. I'm like, ugh, that's bad. I'll resubmit it, and it could come back a 7, And then it's like, how many times do you want to resubmit it? As the question you got to ask yourself. All right, up next. Another Fantastic Four, number 87. Let's see. Came back in 9.2. I thought it was a 9.6. Bummer. And here's the thing. Sometimes we'll send it in, and we get a lot of good grades in our favor. Other times we send it in, we get a lot of bad grades in our favor. It all evens out in the end. So that's just the luck of, who you get at the time. All right, Hulk 104. Yeah, another bum grade. Came back in 9.0. I thought it'd be a 9.2. Oh, well. I love this cover, and I have like a history with this cover. Every time I see it, I always remember. I was like, probably like 5 or 6 or something like that. And my dad, we had a garage sale. My dad's like, oh, I think I'll try to sell some comic books. And he put a sticker on it. And I was so young, I didn't know how to read the sticker correctly. And so in my mind, I thought it said like 45 point, like a little period. And I thought that meant 45 cents for some reason. Like if the period was on the other side where it said period 45, that's 45 cents. I was young, and so I bought this book and another book with like the little money I had, and I was so excited to have them. They're really, really high grade. This is way before CGC. This is like 80s, if not early 90s. And then I was excited, and I went and was like, Dad, I bought 2 of your comic books. He's like, what? And he's like, looks at him, he's like, what'd you pay for these? You don't have the money for this. Because I think it was like supposed to be like 50 cents, like combine these two. And it turned out to be supposed to be like $50. And then my dad took them away from me and said, no, you read it wrong. So always reminds me of that. All right, what do we got next? Ooh, Justice League number 2. And this one I called a 6.5, and it came back a 7.5. Not bad at all. So, yeah, it's just really luck of the draw. I honestly think I'm better graders than they are, but it depends who you're getting and what's going on with that. Oh, sorry, guys, Turtles. I know how you guys hate all these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Came back 9.4. That's what I thought it'd be. All right. I think there's only 1 Turtles in there. All right, next up, we got Marvel Mystery Comics number 56. I thought it would be a 0.5, and it came back a 0.5. Why is it a 0.5? Let me read this. Spine completely detached from cover. Cover detached. Yeah, you're not going to get... You're not going to get above a 0.5 if the entire spine is completely detached and you're missing pieces, unless you send it to CBCS. That's a joke. It'll probably come back a 1.5. If you guys see my previous video, you'd understand what I'm talking about. All right. Moving right along. We got Marvel Spotlight, Volume 2, Number 9. Is this first Mr. E? Yes, it is. This book was really hot back in the day. You guys won't believe this, right? Maybe you think my grading sucks and I'm all over the place, right? I thought this would be a 9.0. It came back a 9.6. No, CGC is all over the place. They don't know what they're doing. Let me see. I bet I can find something wrong with this. Yeah. All right, so they graded this 9.6. Look at this corner down at the bottom. Corner crease, right? You can't have a 9.6 with that big of a corner crease. It also has spine dings and a little like other stuff, right? So you got spine dings. So yeah, I'm not insane. They're insane. And that's the thing. You have to think about it from CGC's point of view. They're literally, imagine going in 8 hours a day, Monday through Friday, every single day, and you're just grading comics after comics after comics. Your brain just gets fried. You don't even know what you're looking at. They say they have 3 grades per comic. Don't listen to them. All lies. They only have 1. All right, what do we got next? Nicholas Fury. I thought it'd come back a 9.2 to a 9.4. What did it come back? A 9.2. Nicholas Fury, number 1. Oh, funny story about this. I have tons of these like stories. And anytime that's like one cool thing about when you attach your memories to things like comics or music. Whenever you hear a song, it sparks a memory in your mind. You're like, oh, I remember doing this with this friend, or I remember hanging out with this girl and doing this, and we did instantly out of the blue, right? So with comics, it's like I remember my dad got an entire run of it was Nick Fury 1, Iron Man 1, Submariner Iron Man number 1, Hulk 102, and did I say Submariner 1 already? Yeah, I think I did. Anyways, it was those books, but it was 2 brothers, and they thought, these are going to be popular one day. So they literally bought a long box full of each of these when they were brand new. Right? I don't think they had long boxes then, but they later put them in a long box. So imagine a long box full of Nick Fury number 1s, a long box full of Iron Man number 1, of Iron Man Submariner 1, all this stuff. And these were all literally 9.0 to 9.8. And this was pre-CGC. It was actually right when CGC was coming out. And so my dad sold a bunch of them. He bought it, the collection. He sold a bunch of them. From that collection, there is a Soul 99 Nick Fury Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's from that collection that my dad got. That 99. It exists. He didn't grade it a 99. He sold them, and then someone else graded them. But yeah, he had just stacks of these. Man, imagine if he had that today. Okay, we're in the final stretch. All right, what do we got up here? We got, Avengers 8. It's funny. I'm actually looking at the screen when I see them because they're reversed on here, so I don't see them until you see them. All right, what do we get here? I thought this would be a 3.5, came back a 4.0, so that's a good jump in this book. Makes it nice and expensive. All right, next up. Avengers 57. Let's straighten this out. Avengers 57. Let's see, I graded it a 6.5, and it got a 6.5. Perfect. All right. Avengers 103. Battling the Sentinels. I thought it would be a 9.8, came back a 9.4. So I'll have to relook at this one because this book with the black cover, man, it's nice. I'll have to look at it carefully, but probably resubmit that. And that's the key. It's like at a 9.8, it's definitely worth it if we think it's a 9.8. Okay, we got Amazing Spider-Man 4 from the 2014 series. The first appearance of Silk. This book's been going up. I graded a 9.8, came back a 9.8. Woohoo! A lot of people ask me where I can get, like, are these for sale and where they're going to be sold and when am I going to list them? A lot of times I try to do the CGC unboxings with when I'm going to list them. We list every Wednesday night on our website. People ask, what's the point of going to our website? Well, we have now started doing it where we have we built some code in there where it lists on our website around Wednesday, late afternoon to night, depending on when our employee gets around to doing it and everything gets checked off. So it's usually Wednesday late afternoon, night. We list it on our website. They don't go on eBay until that weekend. So that means if you want to get first stab at the comics that we show, and this is just one box. We have more than this that go up every week. So this is just one box I'm showing you. We have 2 other boxes that are going up as well. Then you have to be on our website, and then you'll be able to get first crack at this stuff. So first come, first serve. All right, moving on. We got Avengers 8 again. I thought this would be a 3.5, came back a 4.5. Look at that. 2 good ones in a row. What is this? What is this? Ugh. Really? I'll have to see if we do. All right, All American Comics 27, Old Golden Age. Moving down, where is it on this list? Oh, there it is. I thought it'd come back a 4.0 to 4.5, which it did, but it came back restored, which I didn't know. The restoration is the centerfold is trimmed. I'll have to look at that. It doesn't look trimmed to me, but it could very much well be. They miss stuff all the time. Man, that sucks. Because, yeah. Oh, well. We'll probably... I don't think it's trimmed. They mess up, trust me. All right, Spider-Man 12. This is the last one. Let's see what I thought it was going to be. I do not have it on this list. So I can't tell you what I thought it would be. Oh, no, I do. Sorry. I thought it'd be a 5 to 5.5. Would it come back? A 5. So cool. That's pretty much it. Like I said, as always, link to our website is down below, collectorscomics.com. Let me know if you want any of this stuff. Go on our website. It should be up Wednesday night. I got to upload all this stuff, price them out, and everything like that. Yeah, let me know if you like this kind of stuff. Me bringing out this list and telling you what I thought it was and kind of literally opening it with you guys and figuring it out. Like, oh, what did I call it? Ooh, yeah, ooh, or good, or ooh, bad, or oh, amazing. You know, like that Captain America 117. That was a crazy one. We don't resubmit as many as you think. You see a lot of these are off, right? You know, it's like, oh, I called it this and it came back lower. Just because it's a lot of times it's not worth it, to be honest. It's like to get that little grade bump, because casing it is so expensive with shipping and all that kind of stuff, it ends up not being worth it in the end, on top of the risk of your gambling, basically. I have to be like really sure. I have to like look at that book and be like, it has to get this. And even if I think it should get a, an 8.0 or whatever it is, it can still get a 7.5 again or 7.0, because it all depends who's grading it at the time. So we don't resubmit as many as you'd think. So like a lot of these that came back not what I thought, we're just going to sell them as is, which is beneficial to you guys and other people out there, because you guys will get it in. You'll pay the 9.2 price, and you're like, if I think it's a 9.4 or 9.6, but it's not worth me taking the risk, then you guys can take the risk because, you're buying it at the, the cheaper price, a 9.2, and you could possibly get a 9.6. So yeah, I don't really do it. It's always selective. Like I would say like one, like if I have a really bad batch, which I would say this is a bad batch, I got a lot of not what I was hoping. It was all over the place, to be honest. I would say maybe one of these will go. Maybe one. Maybe that like Avengers. I thought it was a 9.8. I'll have to relook at all these, and maybe I'll look at them and go, you know what? Yeah, they're right. I was off. I missed it or something. Because a lot of times I give these like a quick grade, and then we regrade them after, before we send them. But sometimes it's not thorough enough. All right. Well, have a great day, and if you like this stuff, leave a thumbs up and a comment and subscribe. All right. Thanks. Have a good day.